YouTube, what's good, y'all? How y'all doing, man? It's been a while. So I've been away for a while because I've been changing my mind frame and hard. And I want to talk to you about some of the processes of how I've been able to free myself and actually change the trajectory of where my life is going. So first thing first, I noticed that the more that I was the main character of my life, the more my life was fucked. And it didn't align with me. The more that I sat behind my eyes and I was sitting there looking left and right and just feeling from the body being in here, the more I was losing, right? But the more that I started to become the director of my life, the more that I started to sit from this perspective, or upwards perspective, my life started to change in a good way. Because now, sitting from a projection, right? And bear with me on this. From the top view, I was able to hear my thoughts from out here. And I was like, why am I thinking that? Versus, oh, I'm just thinking it. And then my emotions get into it. Oh, fuck that bitch, man. And then my heart's like, yeah, fuck that bitch. And then my soul's like, vibrate in a dark way. And everything is starting to happen all in all. But if you see it from up here, your body can't react to all of that stuff because your higher self is the one monitoring everything. So changing that mind frame has been beneficial. The thing that I've been able to work out of my mind because it does not serve me is, one, the perception of time and the perception of money and the perception of, where I'm at in my life is like the end all be all. That literally had to leave because the more that I kept thinking about this is where I'm at and blah, 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 or this is where my money is and this is how much time is passing, blah, 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 the more that I robbed myself from being present and the more that I was not paying attention to the thing that actually exists, and that's right now. Because the past doesn't exist and the future does not exist, only now. Those other things are nothing more than an imagination, a memory, or an imagination of what could be. So being present was the gift, right? Changing my mind frame from thinking about how I can increase the value of myself. So currently, as of right now, I work at the Dollar Tree. And man, oh man, was that place freaking hell when I got there. It got new management. Everybody was fired. We fired like 5-6 people. We're short on staff. Everything is shit. And in my mind, I'm just like, damn it, man. Oh, this is horrible. Oh man, I'm at work and I'm working at a 10 all day. When I'm on my 10-minute break, I'm exhausted. And when I get back on, I'm back to be exhausted. Like, it's crazy. And for the most cheapest pay, like $15.75 an hour, like no money, right? I had to recollect myself. And I was like, why am I well, first of all, I'm being ungrateful. First of all, because I haven't had work in forever. So I paid attention to my thoughts, and he was like, oh, man, it's so bad, man. It's so much shit, and so much this, and so much that. First, I was like, fuck that. What am I grateful for? Well, first of all, by car, my job is 7 minutes away. But by walking, it's 35 minutes. But it's linear, and it's, pretty simple to get there. That's first of all. Second of all, this was an ability for me because the universe is always challenging me, and it won't. And one thing you have to know: the universe will never put you in a position that it knows that you can't beat. But if the timing isn't there and you do not meet up to the requirements necessary for you to pass that test, then that test will come back to you again. But it's always a test because something's always got to challenge you to see if you are ready to step into that next reality. So after getting into this mindset about, how much I'm getting paid, how least amount of hours I was getting, until I started getting a lot more hours once I started to shift myself of all right, I need to keep adding value to myself, right? The more value that I brought to me, I started to show up differently. I started to be exceptional. I started to have a high standard for certain things in my life, outside and in. I gotten rid of the video games because I repicked it back up because I was using it as a reward system in the midst of all this stress, and it was fucking with my life. And I put it down. And now I'm working on my body, my mind, my spirit, and also the way that I talk. Am I about it, or am I just gonna keep complaining about it? And from there, immediately, I've only been there almost my third week, and I'm already being moved up to management. I showed and gave myself enough value that not only am I accountable, not only do these people who had management there for 2.5 years and they had to let everybody go and they're trying to get me in to get me more money because I worked on the value that I brought to myself. As the bird was like, woo, because it knows, it agreed. So the more that you remove yourself from all of this whatnot, because like all these the manager that was there, she got me angry because she tried to use her status as some reason of somebody couldn't check her for her bullshit. And I just sat there and, you know, I don't give a fuck. I'm gonna check you if you want some shit. And if I am checked because I'm on some shit, then I will be. But I'm not gonna just sit here and just get dicked around the whole time thinking that just because you have a higher status than me in a fucking job, that means I won't speak up. I don't give a shit. I ain't no bitch. But anyway, it's like afterwards, you know, weaning out the people who were inadequate for the positions. Now it's not my time to show up and step up in a different way. Getting me ready for my next chapter in leadership. Everything aligns to where you want to be, because stagnant energy, especially when you're about to move into the next chapter and you're still being the same motherfucker who does the same things over and over again, and then all of a sudden you're going to bring that to your new chapter, and then all of a sudden, bam, failure is inevitable, and not a failure that you want to experience because you had the time and you had the chance to do it, but you didn't do it. And now you're unprepared and you're over here trying to collect all the coins that you lost like your Sonic, but you only got 7 out of 100. And now you're just not as ready and prepared. And that's the worst feeling ever. So being the director of your life is a gift. Get rid of the things that are hurting in your heart, your mind, and your soul that does not serve your purpose. That you're thinking, you know, you're gonna hold on to this thing because it's a comfort zone and it makes you feel like you got enough power to hold on to. It's just gonna rob you of clarity, of openness, and also the people who are meant to be in your life. This was something that I had to continuously do and still have to do as I'm moving into my next chapter. I will be having a lot of new videos coming up about where I'll be, what I'll be doing, and how I'll be serving the universe. But for now, we're just going to be here. We're going to be present. So, all in all, the gift that I wanted to share with all of you on today is, this is a question to ask yourself. 1, am I grateful for the things that I have now, even though at one point in my life I asked for this? Number 1. And number 2, am I the main character, or do I direct what I want out of my life? Are you the main character? Or, you know, are you just playing the character in a role that somebody else is writing? Are you the writer of your own story? Or are you just a character that's already been written? And lastly, number 3. When's the last time you paid attention to your thoughts? Are they positive? Are they negative? Do they self-sabotage? Are they absolute? Are you saying I try or maybe? Or are you definitive? Yes, of course, I'll be there. Maybe I'll be there. Maybe I'll try. Are you here to get maybe results or try results? Think about it. Did you come to this planet to be half-assed and mediocre? Or did you come here to be something incredible? The choice is yours, and either way you choose is perfectly fine. But everybody has a choice. And it's up to us to weigh those choices. So I just want to say I love you all. Keep writing in that book of life that you have, and don't live with regret. No matter what choice you make, enjoy that you can make choices, and keep seeing how you can be grateful for things that even suck ass. Because it's all in all, it's a part of the experience. Namaste, y'all. I'll talk to y'all later.